Hello. And then you're gonna get another 3 days extra on top. That's a good another 3 days on top. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good update. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a good update. We should see the bot improvements after a week. I mean now there's like every band is like 10 NXPC they could confiscate, assuming bots don't exit before they get banned. But like every bot that's like caught live, that's like 10 NXPC. That's $10. I don't think like bots can make $10 by the time they get to 140. Not now with current rate. I don't think they could do 1 million measles at by 1040. I think it's gonna be interesting though. See where the economy and server goes tomorrow. I mean, if tomorrow is still like maxed out server, then that means they didn't do anything. But I'm wondering though, are the bots gonna buy KYC and then they could do free to play crosshair? If I were a bot owner, I think that's what I would do, right? Because I don't think they have the technology to ban boss farms. Because right now there's like the AI tool that MSU has is like shit. So they mostly rely on players reporting bots like hacking on the field, which is very obvious. But like if they all just convert into a free to play daily boss farm, I don't think they're gonna get banned though. Like I think we'll find out tomorrow. Like if we see like 10,000 clears on like fucking Zakum or like Root Abyss, 10,000 clears, then we know the answer, right? So and I think tomorrow let's wait and see tomorrow. But I mean, but I like the effort, right? At least the management has gone off their asses and like do something about it. Bet like they say, right? Better late than never. But at least they're making an effort now. They probably realize they fucked up. All it takes is like whales like not clicking on enhancement. Yes, sir. I mean, it's not much, but at least it's progress. And like it's amazing, right? They managed to whip this out in just a few days. Like it was less than a week. Like getting this update in, because the whales was complaining about it. They stopped spending. Um, and then they start sending out letters saying, "Oh, we're gonna try to tackle the bot issue." Um, and then like I think that like took like a week. Like so this was definitely not something that they were working on like last month. They definitely whipped this out in a week. So what's the lesson learned? We just gotta complain. Just complain again next time. Hey, hello guys. Hello, hello. I don't think this is gonna fully work yet. I think they need one more. But we're in a good start. Or this is a good start. I think they need one more. They need one more upgrade. But we're getting there though. We're getting there. I like this though. I like this patch. Well, I'm gonna tell you though. The bad news is they're actually not gonna lose 10 NXPC because NXPC is decentralized. You could just move it out of your wallet when you know you get banned. So no, no, this is normal. It's normal. There's no way you could kill this guy in like 8 minutes as a hero. A hero's weak as shit. Uh so if as long as the bot farmer they set up an alert to like check the account status on the website, and then they just set up a script to automatically move the 10x PC out when they get banned. Yeah, yeah, they could. No, no, no. You don't need to swap. Just move it to a different account. It's instant. Like when you get banned, you cannot swap and WAP, right? That's true. But like you don't need to do that. Just move your NXPC to a different account, to a different wallet. It's like free to make. And then once you move it to a different wallet, that wallet will automatically be level 1 credit, and they will have able to use the swapping thingy, right? So I don't think they have a function to freeze the NXPC. Yeah, I think they could do it with the validators, but I don't think they could do it fast enough that bots cannot just move it away. I think bots will be faster. I mean, they need 10x PC in order to play the game for new accounts. That's what the credit system is. I mean, I speak English and they speak English. Like I don't know how to translate this into your native language. It's better if you just use Google Translate for that one. But the most simplest way I could explain this is new account users they need 10 NXPC to play the game. But for botters, they could just move it out instantly. Like they're faster. No, no, old accounts doesn't. Only new account. We're fine. We are fine. So this means like this week and next week they're gonna work on banning old accounts, right? And then after that, it's every new account they will have to like hold NXPC to play. But I just think that they're not gonna be faster. I think they'll be pretty slow with banning. Yeah, yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, that's what I was saying, right? They're just gonna do daily bosses, cause they cannot get banned with bosses. They just bot bosses. The level, the bot detection tool doesn't detect bosses. Like it's very hard to detect if you're botting bosses. So they're just gonna bot that. Yeah, but I mean, at least they're doing damage control, right? Like a month ago, they couldn't be asked like to even try. It took like a bunch of people quitting and not enhancing to get them to try. So I mean, at least it's a start, right? It's a start. I mean, I take it. It's a small win. It's a small win for everybody who's playing the game, right? Let's go from there, right? I mean, like as long as I'm like every time the server gets full, I start DCing every 30 minutes. So like it's very annoying for me personally. So as long as we get some bot farms to stop and have the server more like breathing room, it's a win in my book already. Because I could actually play in the morning. Like early morning for me is like late time, nighttime, evening for like Asia, and you have the bots as well as the gold farmers all log on together. So like the server is like super full, and whoever is further away from the server, you just get DC because the server prioritize kicking the one who lags more, which is me. I lag more, so it kicks me off. All right, I need to do. I need to find a party. The weekly is gonna reset soon. The maps that has stuff was all like Star Force maps. Like at 120 there's like a Star Force exclusive map. Yeah, this one, right? So this is a Star Force exclusive map. Look at how funny it is, right? This is what it's supposed to be like if there's no bots like or gold farmers. Right? It's just clean. You see that? It's crazy. Like because only real players will train on this map because like real players they buy unchained equipment or they have like enhanced equipment. So this map is very healthy. That's what the game needs. They needs like Star Force exclusive regions, like Minar Forest, right? Like I don't know why they group these Star Force maps together. These Star Force maps should have moved into two, right? They should have like a Minar Forest one and Minar Forest two, right? Forest one should have like shit ass Niso drop rate, and then Forest two should be the Star Force map with like much better Niso recovery rate. That's why it should have been. Like all of these like Star Force maps, like all grouped in together. They just need to split this, like split the Star Force maps. Yeah, see, Star Force map. If they split it, it will be a lot easier to manage. But I can't ask for too much. Little things at a time, small things at a time. All right, just patching, waiting for patching. Well, this patch didn't do anything to the price. It's at 93 cents. So, hopefully they ban more. They start banning and then they help pump the price. Need the bots to do some work. All right. Time to do my slavery flames dailies. All right. Guys, it's been an hour, and The servers are pretty low. That's good. I like that. I like it when the servers are low. Helps with the lag. All right. Since we have people here, just a daily reminder: don't flame on random items. They're not worth money. Always flame on good items. Some things to keep in mind is the wheel of wraps, the earring, condensed power crystal. Um, Black bean mark might be a little bit too high of a price for people to flame, but black bean mark is also a great choice. You just flame it and then sell it. If you're like poor and need the money now, use the 15-day flame. If you're like not so poor and you want a YOLO for a big payout, then use the 30-day flame. It depends on your how urgent you are for money. Personally, this is a personal preference. I would like to use the 30-day flame because it will help me land much more consistently higher rolls, like high enough rolls that whales are willing to buy. The 15-day roll, it's much more difficult to get there, and it's the rate is less than the double the chance. So, on average, you're probably gonna spend like four just to get the same one roll result as the 30-day. No, you need the chaos one. Must be chaos. Chaos. The regular horntail, it's nobody's gonna want it. It's like I see a lot of people flame one Leon equipment, one Leon weapon. I'm like, yeah, you just got a great. Like some people has very great rolls. Like I'm talking about like they got like like attack like a magic attack on it, which is very strong. But like, buddy, like it's one Leon. No whale's gonna pay for it. Like it's worthless. Like the max you can do is like sell that for a little like 2 mil higher than base price. Yeah, chaos fine. Yeah, chaos one tail is fine. But if that same roll happened on a Fafnir weapon or an Absolat weapon, it's easily 30 mil plus. But people just aren't listening. You have to flame on whale gears to get the whales to pay up. Get people like Chuck to pay up. Chuck is rich. We gotta earn for him. This is our earn target. The game's not gonna let us earn money. We gotta earn from Chuck. What is rules? I have no idea what that means. Sorry, I don't understand. Yeah, thanks to Chuck, I sold my last night's cosmetic job for 900K. Oh, Rose. you need 6% all stat and then 60 stat. So that's why you don't roll armor. You had to roll accessory, right? So if you get 6% and then you get 60 int, a bishop whale will buy that. But if you roll on an armor, like CRA armor, and you roll on a warrior, int and all stat, you, nobody's gonna care. They're not gonna buy it. That's why you gotta roll on the accessory. And the reason why I don't ask you guys to roll pink bean cup is because everyone rolls pink bean cup. The whales that I know already has a pink bean cup. That's good. So like they're not gonna buy pink bean cup again. Like the price on pink bean cup has crashed. The good roll used to be 30 mil 2 or 3 weeks ago. Now the good roll is only like 10 mil, right? So the price has crashed. It crashed because there's no more whales. We need more chuck. But unfortunately, Chuck is not buy. Can only buy one cup. So we need more Chuck to invite his friends. If we get Chuck to invite his friends, the price of pink bean cup rolls will go up. But at this point, like pink bean cup is like dead. So you gotta roll something else, right? So currently, the whales I know, and you can check it yourself, right? Just go on the leaderboard and go down the list. Like look for thieves, shallower, light lord, and bishop. Those are like rich as fuck. And then just click on the highest level, see like what they're wearing. Like if they're like 20k stat and they don't have flames on a certain accessory, that's the one you gotta roll on. No, you cannot roll on ring. Only only non-ring like accessories. Unless you mean if he has necklace, like the shitty necklace. Like I mean, you could do it if you want, but nobody's gonna buy it. I don't see why anybody would buy a flame item if he has necklace. First of all, the maximum stat you can get on that is it's way less. Instead of 6%, it's like 2%. Or is it 3%? I forgot. I think it's 3%. No, it's 4%. Yeah, the maximum roll on that is 4%. Whereas a Chaos Horntail maximum roll is 7%. But 7% doesn't come out. It's a 1% chance for 7%. No, no, rings and shoulder. That's a restriction. You cannot do rings and shoulder. I don't know why shoulder, but it's just how the game is. I'm not gonna question Maple C. Not even Maple C, right? This has nothing to do with Maple C. Sorry, I'm not gonna question the Korean developers, Korean Maple Story. I'm not gonna question that. See, I'm so toxic. Like I kept saying Maple C. Now I blame everything on Maple C. This is something that you know. This is not a thing you blame Maple C on. Has nothing to do with them. I just instantly pivot to them. That's a bad habit. I need to fix this. I need to reflect on myself. Yeah, I mean, like at this point, I think like a lot of you should be near, another 15-day roll or a 30-day roll. So that's why I'm saying this reminder again, to let people know you have a flame that could potentially get you 30 million. So don't waste it. 30 million is literally like two pieces of gear right now. That's like 60% total. That's like game changer for a lot of free to play and low spenders. I mean, heck, that's a lot of people even for gold farmers. Like 30 mil, $300. That's like rent money for a lot of country for some countries. Shit, that's like rent money even in the U.S. Like if you live in the South or like Midwest with like a roommate, that's like rent money in the U.S. as well. Yeah, boys. But it is RNG though, so it could fail. Oh yeah, 14. Yeah, so you can get it one right now, right? It just reset. So do your dailies and you get 15. Now, do you want to do 15-day roll or the 30-day roll? That's something that you need to consider. Yeah, that's why like nobody does 30-day rolls because they just do the 15-day roll, roll it on like a shit one Leon equipment, and then just lost opportunity. I mean, I don't blame you guys because like you never play MapleStory like the Web 2 version, so it's not like something you know. Yes, sir. Hey, you never know. Maybe 2 weeks later, you tell me, oh shit, I got a 7% roll on top of an 80 stat. That's the maximum roll. 7% 80 stat. Holy shit. Shout out to a whale for the 100 mil. I'm sure if that was like int, a whale, a bishop will buy it. If it stacks though, you're fucked though. Because Dex is just archers. They're poor as shit because they're weak as shit. And then it's Corsair, but a Corsair is like all the people who is like they're going like min max, gold farming route. Like they're not like Corsairs don't have respectable gear. They have neophyte, so they're not gonna spend that money on that. Hey, you never know. Some people might mortgage their house for MapleStory. We've seen stories. Well, like I'm pretty sure that the top whales they spend like 100K easily, right? The people soloing Lotus, I'm pretty sure they spend 100K. No, Thief is luck. If you get luck and int, that's like the best. Yeah, I mean like strength is there's like one whale, a strength. He is a hero. He's gonna buy it. Other than him, I don't think a lot of strength users is gonna buy a good role. Uh, I mean maybe Chuck. So if you get the first one, you can sell it to Chuck and the hero whale. But on the third one, it's kind of fucked. Nah, dude, I haven't spent in weeks. I ain't spending shit. I'm free to play now. Well, I'm not like free to play, but I'm gonna pretend I'm free to play. I'm not spending until they give me back the weekly rewards. It's not bad though. Like maybe I'll make my money back because I'm not spending. Oh fuck, boys! Bad news. Bad news. I forgot to use the collector. Man, I can't believe I forgot to use a collector again. Another 1,000 kills in. I didn't use it. Man, I'll be here for another 30 minutes. Feels bad. At least the Niso is good. All the bots are gone. Shit, boys. 250 drop rate. This is the maximum Niso you can get. Shit. You guys better log on and farm those low level maps before it's gone. But brother, there's no fire poison mage. There's no ice lightning mage either. Just look at the Mulung ranking. The rank number 1 and 2 Mulung ranking for ice mage is literally on the same floor as a rank 12 bishop. That's how bad it is. Because everybody swap over to bishop. Like fire poison, like rank 1 is probably like rank 20 bishop or some shit like that. Like nobody plays that shit. It's ass. Like fire poison and like ice lightning is for the gold farmers, the batters and gold farmers. Because that's the only thing it's good for. It's good for it's good for killing few monsters, but it's not good at killing bosses. No, it just gives rank top 3 rank gives a title. That's better than step up master, but it's only a 7-day title. It's not that much better than. It's not much that much better than step up master. It's like a little bit better, like maybe 1% better. But otherwise, people do dojo once for top 10 to get 30k honor exp a week. But if you're not top 10, I think you get like maybe like 10k or less. I don't know. I never got less than top 3, so I don't know what you get less than that. But top 3 is 30k for sure. I don't know if top 10 is also still 30k. And also it's like a flex, like hey, I'm the top of my class, and you just flex on people. But that's it. It's not anything game breaking. The title expires after a week, so you have to keep doing it if you want to keep getting the title. But if you're like min maxing, you want the title. But then this Nisol is amazing voice. So I think you guys should do boss later and just kill a few monsters. And unless you have like a very high level character that you're farming Haven, then then it doesn't matter to you. But I think like most viewers here are killing level 200 and lower mobs. So for those viewers out there, you guys should do boss later and kill monsters. This is like great monster EXP. While the bots are like still down, the gold farmers are still trying to figure out what they gotta do to not get banned. But I don't know if I should take a vacation for Dawn Warrior class. But I just think though I don't know when it's gonna come out. Like if I take a, I have to book like 1 month ahead, and if I get clowned down by Maple Sea, that's like vacation wasted. Decisions. I'm pretty lost. I think I'm gonna book on August instead because on August it's definitely out, and then potentially we might even have Legion. Yeah, I think I'm gonna book a vacation on August. There should be more content then. Yeah, I think that's the play. Yeah, let's do that. Man, I haven't seen Niso this big in level 170 map in like over a month. I think you should be okay. Um, I highly doubt this update will get rid of the bots, and I highly doubt the whale's gonna start spending because of this update. Because like to be honest, like the bots doesn't affect the whales, like if at all, like nothing. Like the bots doesn't affect us because all it does is affect the gold farmers, like trying to farm Niso legit on like on their low level accounts. If anything, like this update is very good for like view gold farmers and maybe like a handful of free to play. Wait, this clown Dark Knight thinks he could KS me. Is this guy for real? Buddy, you're playing Dark Knight like a shit class. It's not gonna do anything. Yeah, there we go. That's what I thought. You ain't gotta OKS me. Gotta play a real class for that. Gotta play a bishop to get me. Or or maybe Ice Light Mage. Not with Dark Knight. That's ass. Hey, don't you love it when like somebody plays like a crappy class and they think that they're like hot shit? Wait, what's going on? Why is there so many people farming now? Where did all these people come from? This map was not full like this. Yo, I can't even do my dailies now. There's people everywhere. Yo, you gotta be kidding me. Every single channel is full? Yo, what's going on? This one's never full like this. We're putting a update that get rid of all the bots, but now all the gold farmers has been revived. What's going on? I'm confused. Alright, finally found one. I think that guy DC'd. It's my channel now. Jesus. Very interesting though. Um, Probably not. Only because like I felt Maple Story, like old school Maple Story, is like very slow. Like just in terms of travel. Like the only card that gets flash jump, like this kind of jump, like this, is Thief. Like only Thief gets this jump. Like everybody else just this. Like this is how you travel. Like everybody's movement speed is like right now my movement speed is 110. I think in Maple Story everybody's movement speed is 100. Just 100. So like everybody just move very slow, and it's very difficult to get above 100. Might be even slower than this. Yeah, because I think 100 is definitely slower than this. And then it takes like 5 hits to kill one monster. You have no AOE. I don't know. I don't think it's for me, right? I may it's a lot of people like it, but like personally, I don't. It's a matter of preference. And also, like I can't sell my character and my Nisos like if I play old school Maple Story. Just from like a resettability convenience standpoint, like I'm not gonna play it. Like the only way I will play old school Maple Story is if they shut down a Maple Story universe. Like if they shut down this game, I will play it. But if they don't shut down this game and like this game is still alive, I'll be here. I'll be here. Guys, I think I have bad news. I want to do this hunter portal and my map is gone already. Fuck, I shouldn't have took this portal. Now I'm regretting it. Shit. Man, why did I do this portal? I completely forgot how long it took me to find this channel, and now my channel's gone. Man, I'm such an idiot. Yeah, why did I leave? Why did I leave to do this? This is not even worth it. It's not worth the map. Oh man, I gotta find another channel. Hey, I got lucky. Wait, no. I think there's somebody down there. Oh, this is good. I found a channel. I think like for everybody playing this game right now, you should test if you like old school Maple Story by stripping all your armor and then wear the local item, the free items, and then go farm at your current level map. Just imagine that in old school Maple Story, but with two times more hits needed, because that's just how many hits. Like on average, you're taking like many hits. Well, unless you're like a whale there, then you could steal two shot, maybe one shot. I feel like very rare you could get to one shot level in old school Maple Story. And just try it. If you like that kind of gameplay, old school Maple Story will be for you because everybody will be on that same level as you. And you don't have to worry about like boss drops and like monster drops because it's a web tool. It's infinite. So I guess the main barrier is the attack speed and then the amount of time it needs to kill a single monster. In terms of progression, I would say probably Maple Story, old school Maple Story is probably better than this game because this game's like Web 3, so all those like supplies like limited. But that reusability in old school Maple Story will be like very bad. Like whatever you spend on your character, you're only gonna get 10% back or less. Like in Web 2, like if you find like a very good gear, a whale literally spent $10,000 for that gear and they sold it for 1K. I mean, for here it is like, I mean, the price is like maybe you take it like a 50% loss, and like that's it. It's not like gonna be like you're not taking a 90% loss. I don't know. It's just personal preference. You could do both. I'm just gonna focus on this version of Maple Story, only because my character is really strong. I already have an investment on this, so it's just much easier if I just keep continuing. I mean, for like a somebody who's trying to make money, um, the first month of old school Maple Story will be huge. You could probably like just farm misos and then sell that for probably more than $2 an hour. And then with that $2 an hour, you can invest it in Maple Story Universe. You know, buy some Zakum helmet, Zakum shoes, and I mean not Zakum shoes, Bollock shoes. That could be a play. Make two and $3 an hour in a Maple Story Classic, and then and then invest it here. Uh, 8% is the only chance. You could get 1, 2, and 3% on the legendary bonus potential, but for the first potential, the first line, it's only 8%. It's all or nothing. It counts as a prime line. So like the prime line, it's just a lower chance of getting it on the second and the third line. So it's called a prime line. You get a necromancer if you're self tapping. I mean, if you really want to get a one Leon, yeah, go for it. I wouldn't. And it's just not worth it to tap double line on a one Leon glove. Nobody's gonna use that. Like even my glove is a waste to get double crit line because I'm using the sickness glove, which is ass as well, right? So like if you're tapping that, it should go on the Absol. Yeah, I mean it depends on his preference. If he's trying to be efficient, it's necromancer. I'm pretty sure necromancer is still cheaper. Yeah, it doesn't matter if he has 20 Star Force helm and overall. His overall is gonna be weaker than like a probably 11 star CRA. I'm pretty sure his 20 Star Force overall is weaker than two piece top and bottom CRA at 11 stars. Somebody can do the math to like fact check me, but I'm pretty sure that that is the case. And like like what's the point? Like he's trying to get like what like set bonus. The set bonus is ass anyway. No, because he needs to break the set bonus anyway. Cause the overload is ass. Like he needs to get like double. I mean like top and bottom uh CRA. I mean he could still use it because he has 20 stars. But like at that point, it doesn't really matter. Like what's the gains are we talking about? Let me open it. I don't think the gains is much. Oh, it doesn't show side effect here. It's kind of ass. Doesn't show me side effect. Oh, this doesn't show side effect either. Hold up, sir. I need to find the side effect. No, you gotta consider the potentials, right? On both, you get double potential. That means fairly cheap to get unique CRA anyway. Yeah, if he breaks the set, where the hell is the set? Yeah, if he breaks the set, he loses 15 all stat, 20 attack, and then no, he would lose 25 stat, 20 attack, and then 10% boss damage. That's not much. I mean, that's about like one line of 8% crit. Actually, less. It's about less. after you, it's about even. They're about even. Actually, right? If you add in all the attack, the stats, and the boss damage, it's about one line of 8% crit. Yeah, it's about eight, it's about one line of 8% crit. It's just up to him. Well, it's up to him if he wants to spend the extra money. But like honestly, if you have that much money, why not spend it on 30% accessories? Like does he have a 30% silver blossom ring? Does he have 30%, noble Ifia? Does he has 30% neophyte ring? If he doesn't have any of those, I don't know. I don't know why he's like bothering, right? I mean, like I mean, he could keep the set and get a one Leon glove unique decent shop eye only and don't get a double line. Like you're not supposed to get double line with that kind of. Yeah, if you send the name over. Oh shit, I forgot to loot. All right, let's look at this guy. Yeah, he already has sharp iron on his glove. He doesn't need to do anything. Just don't touch it. Don't upgrade it. Don't do nothing on it. That's it. That's all he's gonna use. Right. The same thing for his boots. Just leave it. There's nothing more he needs to do on his boots. Right. I mean, same for his overall. It's already 20 stars. There's nothing else he could do on it. Just leave it. Right. Same thing for the hat. It's 21%. There's no point of rolling further. Like, and I just think about it this way, right? For every click he clicks on one Leon, it's money down the toilet. Yeah. No. No. I mean, it doesn't matter if he's playing with a marksman. He's gonna have to solo one day. Dude, like legendary glove on Leon is just not worth it. I mean, if he has the money, just go for it. Just absolutely no point. Like with that kind of money, he needs to get. Okay, I'm just checking though. Yeah, with that kind of money, he needs to fix his earring. It's not 30%, right? His earring is not 30%. You can fix that. Yeah, and then he needs to fix his emblem or his sub weapon. He either needs to fix his emblem or fix his sub weapon. This guy is playing the game wrong. No, he could solo. He could solo CRA already, and I don't know. That's the reason why he cannot solo CRA is because he doesn't have two line IED and he doesn't have two line balls. Like he went full attack. Like full attack is like a noob. It's a GMS bait. Like if people play GMS reboot server, they all go full attack, which that's the wrong version. This is the regular server. Like reboot server doesn't have bonus potential. That's why you go full attack. And also reboot server has like 500 boss damage, like just lying around. Like we don't have 500 boss damage lying around, so we need to prioritize boss damage. This game is like a balance. You gotta balance every single stat. Right now your friend of yours doesn't have boss damage and he doesn't have IED. He's missing two lines of IED and he's missing one line boss damage. Right? He has one line on his sub weapon, but he needs one more line. And wait, he's light lord, right? So sorry, I miscount. He's light lord. So no, sorry. Let me correct myself. Why the fuck is IED so low? Why is it 76% with two lines? The fuck? Sorry, I'm just confused as hell right now. Yeah, but why is this number so low? Why is it 76% with two lines? Like my Paladin has two lines and I have 85. Hold up. I'm like my brain is fried right now. I need to open some wiki. Oh, I think it's because his is lower. His IED is lower, a lot lower than mine. He has the subline. One sec. Yeah, he has a double 30%. That's why. I had a 40 and a 30, so it does matter a little bit. And right. I forgot. It's he lost 30% from CRA. Yeah, because this guy doesn't have CRA. He's missing 30%. I was like, what the fuck? Math doesn't add up. Yeah, he's missing 30% from CRA. I mean, like, well, 20, right? If you count um top and bottom. So 20%. He's missing 20% there. Then he's missing 10% from his lower row. So he's missing 30 in total. So that's why he needs one more line. Yeah, his no defense is way too low right now. Yeah, when I did a calculation earlier for the guy, I assume people are using CRA. That's why I said two lines. Yeah, but for him, he needs three lines then. He needs three line IED. Uh, then yeah, three lines IED, and then he needs one more line of boss at minimum. So I don't know. It's pretty expensive to fix that. But that's the price he has to pay for using one Leon. I wouldn't touch the one Leon weapon because I mean like it's like triple line usable. So the only thing he could touch is the emblem, right? The emblem needs to be uh the emblem doesn't roll boss damage, so what he could do is double IED and then attack. But then the sub, yeah, I wouldn't run a sub because that's like great triple usable line. He could buy another sub with double boss, uh, or just leave it. I think he could. I think the best way to fix this is sell the emblem to a new whale coming in from reboot server. They're gonna be like, oh shit, this is great, this is amazing, and then buy an emblem with double IED or a single IED with attack, and then obviously get the double line attack on the bonus potential. I wouldn't really roll on that yourself. I mean, he could roll on it to get. I think what or the second way he could fix this is just roll on his current emblem and aim for triple line usable. So triple line usable will be either triple attack or like triple IED or a combination of attack and IED on the first line. Or if he doesn't get triple line usable, then he could still get double line usable. Double line usable will be one attack, one IED, which is very easy to come by, right? I think he could get that in like less than 10 million with double line. Maybe probably on 5 million. He should show up in 5 million. Double line. So I think this is probably the cheapest way, right, to fix this is double line on emblem, one attack, one IED, and then with that he could definitely solo uh Crimson Queen at least. Maybe not Crimson Queen because the mirror. I don't think he could burst the mirror, but he could definitely solo the peer, Chaos Peer, the clown. It would be like a hands difference. But with his stats, he could definitely do it. The reason why he can't do it because his IED is too low. His indoor defense is way too low. He doesn't do enough damage. He needs like 80%, like flat. Like, he has like 75. That's a lot of stuff missing. Yeah, I think that's the only thing he could do is just fix the emblem. And the ring is the neo after the emblem he needs to work on neophyte ring. His neophyte ring is ass. It's literally like free to get neophyte legendary because it's like 10k a roll. It's like literally I mean like compared to like you spending 20 mil on neophyte ring, like at that point you just roll because to get to legendary is like 25 mil. I mean like not like 5 mil on top of 20 mil, so like 25 mil in total. Because you already spent 20 mil on the ring, you might as well spend another 5 mil for legendary. And now once you are legendary, you go for 30% or at least 27%. If it's difficult for him to roll 20-30% luck, he could just buy it, um, sell his current ring and then buy it. Because sometimes he will get 30% stat on for other classes, and then it becomes awkward. He has to sell it anyway. He could consider selling that and then buying a mate one already. Yeah. Um, yeah, same thing. Like, there's no reason why his neophyte ring is 21%. It has to be 30%. At the very minimum, 27% for neophyte ring. Because it's already neophyte. It's so cheap to enhance. Uh, okay, let's see. Yeah, I mean, same thing for his Silver Blossom. It's like 24% is kind of ass for Silver Blossom. Like, I literally bought my Silver Blossom 30% strength for 14 mil, I believe. Is there 14 mil or 15 mil? You could check my wallet, but I definitely only spent like 15 mil or less on my 30% neophyte ring. So like he already spent this much money, might as well fix the rings. Yep, yeah, same thing for Noble Ifia. You can get Noble Ifia 30% ring for like 27 mil, 26 now. So if he can't afford it, you know what I mean, just you shouldn't be worrying double neophyte ring. He could literally sell one neophyte ring and then get 30% noble Ifia and 30% silver blossom, and that will cancel out his losses. Loss of stat from selling the neophyte ring. Yeah, yeah, that's it. He needs to fix his emblem and then the four rings. The four rings should be 30%. And I think everything else is fine. Everything else is he doesn't need to make any more improvements. They're fine as they are. Yeah, cause like yeah, the rest is like all fine. This not much gains like enhancing them. The amount of gains you can get from them is very low. Yeah. After that, he just save his money for CRA swap. Oh, sorry, I forgot. His shoulder needs change. Get a 30% shoulder. Like 30% black metal shoulder is like so cheap right now. It's like 15 mil as well. It's also 15 mil. So just get 30% black metal shoulder, 13 mil. Um, and that'll be it. And make sure he doesn't enhance anything beyond 11 stars, right? Because I feel like your friend is like the type of guy who just taps like crazy. Stop at 11 stars. Make sure you tell him that is 11 stars. You gotta stop there. And after that, you just gotta save money. Save money for CRA, or get another assault weapon. Cause he needs Actually, no, never mind. I mean, like, it depends if it depends on how his emblem went. Actually, whether he changed his assault weapon or not, it depends on his emblem. So like, once he settled down on emblem, we could talk about sub. Cause you gotta balance the stats. That's why it's kind of hard to tell you. Cause depending on his role on emblem, it changes some things. But in general, right? In general, you want to aim for around 300 damage percent. And when I say 300, it's inclusive of boss damage and regular damage, right? So you gotta add those two numbers together. Those two numbers needs to give 300 or higher before you start getting attack percent on the main line, right? So like, even on my character is not perfect because I'm not at that level yet. Um, but I will be at that level in the future, with higher levels of hyper stats and also with fifth job. I'm very close, right? So if I could show you, um, so this is what I have, right? It's like 200 right now, but the thing is, because I have link skills and I have buffs in combat, my number goes up to 80% for the damage, and then this is like 156 ish. So 150 plus 80 is like 240, 230, 240, around 240. So I'm still short like 60%, right? So yes, I'm still far off, but I plan on fixing that by wearing 4 pieces of Absolab, which would then give me another 20%, I believe, and then I'll be around 260, 270. So like, at that point, I'm only 30% away from 300 goal. So that's why I'm not gonna change my sub. Right? See, my sub is like all attack. But if I want to get strong right now, like today, I should buy another sub weapon with boss damage. I'm free to play right now. I don't want to buy. I don't want to spend money. But if I were to like fix this, that's the play I will have to do for myself. Just to give you the like a reference point. Until you get these two numbers to be 300, it's always boss damage. Right? There's no way there's no way around that. That's just like how it goes. Like to be mathematically efficient. Be right back. I need to get a donut. Kind of hungry. Need a midnight snack. Uh, I'm in Aireye, the middle server. Yeah. The guild's pretty has a lot of room. See that? I mean, just keep in mind, a lot of people in the guild are pretty weak. So you're not gonna find like a lot of whales who could do lotus and everything. I think I'm the only one in the guild that's able to do it. The the guild in area that could like do it is it's called 100X. They have like a full Chinese guild. The only problem is like a lot of them are whales, so like a lot of them mostly just do trio or duo lotus and Damien, so it's kind of difficult for you to get in as well. But in my guild, it's like a lot. It's mostly just free to play and some go farmers mostly. Yeah, yeah. I'm just giving you a heads up, just so that you're not coming here had like a false expectation, just so that you're in the same page as me. Gotta do this now before I forget. This thing resets tomorrow. Yep. So full buff is at 80%. See right here. How the hell did I die? That's unfortunate. But basically, it's like something like that. Like self buff. You want to maintain like 300% before you get attack percent. Uh, there's a staff called Keith. He mentioned on an interview like 2 months ago. I asked him the question in the live interview. I was picked as a live audience question, and I asked that question, and he said the next server is Canada. But because it come from like an insider, like an inside employee, it could change, right? So it's not a guarantee, right? Just keep that in mind. Like as long as it's not like officially announced, it's not guaranteed, right? I'm just saying, if things don't change, like if everything goes as planned, we should get a Canada server. There's something wrong with my autopod. It's not using. I shouldn't have died to that. That was not a one shot. I think my peg got bugged. It's not potting. Now I'm probably gonna fail. I don't think I have enough lives. Let me drag this to the max. Alright, place your bets. Do you think I could do this with 2 lives left? I don't think I could do it, honestly. I don't have faith in myself. This boss too hard. My pet was bugged. It kept it killed. I lost 3 lives because he didn't pot. See, it's a lot better now. I tanked these. That was like a pet difference. I could still die to the laser though. Like this. Like this is a death. Yeah. Oh, I got lucky. That was supposed to be a death if the paladin passive didn't trigger. Alright, move back a little bit. A little back. And then this guy's gonna heal. Yeah, that's not gonna hurt, cost me. Oh, barely made it. And then he's gonna heal again. And now we enter the last phase, which is arguably the easiest. Oops. All right, I think we're safe. We should be in the green. Uh, I think body or pants. But you don't want it though. Like hyper body doesn't do anything. Like every single boss app have it does percent HP damage. It doesn't do anything. If you have more HP, they just hit harder. Like it's absolutely useless. That's why Dark Knight is only good at old school Maple Story. Because like old school Maple Story, all the bosses are daily bosses. So daily bosses does just damage. But like starting from weekly boss, they start doing a percent damage. So it doesn't. It actually harms you to have more HP. Cause they just hit you harder. Oh, Pink Bean doesn't do Pink Bean does flat damage. So yeah, he does need HP. I mean, he could do this. He could add HP here, hyper. That should do the job. All right, 34 mil at 20%. I don't know if I can win this. Yes, there was like a 7K Night Lord in the guild that also struggled with Pink Beam because of that. So one way to get around it is to bring a paladin and stand on top of the paladin, because paladin has this skill which decrease the damage they take as long as they stand right on top of the paladin. It has to be like exactly on top because the range is very short. So and that they will survive. And then once you survive, you can just pot up. Just use the pop feature. This one, power shotgun. Just pause the video right here. The paladin gets it like very early. So just use a paladin. If you have an ult, just bring a paladin ult. If they don't have an ult, you could I don't know, bring a stranger, bring a guildmate or bring a friend. But the other option is put like 10 points into HP here into hyper. It's like 10 points. I mean, he will lose some DPS, but it's not much. Maybe like 5%. Losing 5% DPS for like 20% HP. As long as you can survive, it's worth it. Well, it's up to you. You could sell it. It's up to you. But I mean, like, as long as your friend level up more, or like, I'll just upgrade more, he wouldn't have this problem moving forward. Like once he gets to CRA, it's all percent HP damage. But yeah, Pink Bean does flat damage. He definitely the lightning like will one shot thieves. That's why the early game is Paladin wins out on early game because it's way less investment to do those other bosses. Like these has the damage to do it, but they don't have the HP. But if he's playing the better thief, which is Shadower, he will also survive because Shadower has like a 60% damage reduction on like regular attacks, like not down HP attacks, right? So like it works on Pink Bean. So thief doesn't need the Shadower doesn't need the HP. So it's a Night Lord issue, yeah. Holy shit, I'm wasting pots. Gotta change. Gotta change. My elixir is going down like mad. Gotta use the cheap one. Eh, there we go. Just realized. Yo, pots are expensive nowadays. Gotta save. Oh, that's a fat one. Oh, this is 10%. Yeah, hell no, I'm not winning that. Oh, I entered the wrong one. Oh shit, he almost died. Uh, oh yeah, it's this one. All right, suicide. Rip. Can I kill it in 5 minutes? That's the question. Oh shit. I killed it in 5 minutes and you didn't even give me Nisos? At least a chance at Nisos? You're just gonna straight up give me one token? Man. Man. Welcome to Maple Sea. Alright, I think I did all my weekly boss now. I'm just missing Damien Lotus, which I can't find a party. That's the saddest part. I can't find a party. So the problem is because Chuck is not here to carry me. That's the problem. He's not in the server to carry me. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Technically, Eri has more people clearing Lotus and Damien. If you check the clear rate over here, there's more people like on the participations. Like right now, Lotus has 142. I'm thinking Fang is less than this. I'm gonna use another microphone and then call it a day. Oh, never mind, still on cooldown. All right, I guess I do some daily bosses. So I could use the microphone and then if there's nobody, I will go to sleep. And then try again tomorrow at lunch. On my lunch break. See if I get a party going. I'm still waiting on my guild members to get stronger so I can party with them. Can I kill him in one stun? That's the question. Alright, the answer is yes I can. But he drops nothing. All right, Ark. Don't let me down. Give me 10K. Just give me 10K, Ark. Oh yeah, it happened to me once last week, and I also got fail on Pink Bean as well. Chaos Pink Bean. Well, I got 400K, but am I gonna win that? Probably not. So, I'm counting on the 35K. I'm counting on the 30K. Yeah, I think I got fail on both characters, Sickness and Pink Bean last week. But that's like the problem, right? It's like just imagine somebody like they invested like $3,000. They finally soloed Sickness normal, and they're like, what the fuck? Because it's different if you like um ran Sickness as a party. You're like, okay, fine. Sickness drops one item. I didn't get it. Maybe somebody else in my party got it. Fair enough. I'm not gonna bother. But the thing is, once you're at the solo level, you're like, oh fuck, why the hell did I get fail on solo? That's why people are upset. A failed, double failed here on the two bosses that's supposed to drop the most. That's the thing though. Like, does the lower level ones fail? We'll find out. Well, I guess they do fail as well, but 86% double is kind of hard to fail compared to 50% double. Yeah, I guess the lower levels also fail, but it's slightly better odds. All right, I'll take that. If as long as they're failing too. All right, my condensed crystal power sold. That's a win. And money again. Yeah, in case you didn't know, I decided to sell my condensed power for the for neophyte because I got bored. And it just so happens I have nice set balls already. That was like the 10th piece I don't need, so I sold it for neophyte. Now the reason was because the condensed power crystal doesn't go higher than 10 Star Force, so the stat difference wise isn't that much big, isn't that big of a difference. So I sold my condensed power for neophyte. All right. Fuck it. I'm just gonna buy 10K Honor megaphone. Uh, Hold on. I get to show. I With this megaphone, I get to show off. Let's see. Oh shit, boys! Guess what I found? I made 1 mil. About 1 mil today. 1 mil NISO. So $9. $9 a day. Yeah, I might use this. All right, all right, boys. This is it. I'm rolling, boys. I didn't know I got the flame, but I mean I'm rolling. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, boys. All right, wish me luck. Anything, anything. Just don't give me int or MP. Hey, you know what? I take this. I take this. This is an upgrade. This is an upgrade from last time. You know, I got 1%. 1% damage. I take that. All right. You know, I take it. I take it. It could be worse. You know, I could like end up getting MP. Okay. Yes, sir. That is definitely a gain. All right. That should get people wanting to come. Hey, listen. You know, I could end up with like 1,000 MP. You know, so you know, I'm happy with this. I'll take it. But I'm gonna roll again though. Once I get 30 flame, I might roll the 30-day one on the sword, and then we'll see what happens. Dude, I did weekly balls for like over the month, and I only got 2 flame coupons so far in my lifetime. That was my second free flame. Hey, the megaphone works. I gotta take her. All right. Be right back. 5 minutes. All right. I am back. Looks like we don't have any tickers. We got one person, but unfortunately, we cannot do it. We will need we need like a couple more. I guess I could do this daily and then call it a night. Hello, sir. That's great. Every class needs sharp eye, unless you're archer. This is like the stats is like big. But for end game, like fifth job after fifth job, it's you don't get sharp eye. You get double crit damage. So sharp eye is only good for dispatch. I choose the sharp eye. Sharp eye is like, I mean, 8% crit damage is like 30% stat. That's how much it gives. Well, it's not 30% stat for like very low level players. It's 30% stat for like high level players. So it depends on where you're at in the game. When to get sharp eye is you could refer to the gear progression guy at the channel. That gives you an idea. Yeah, no problem. Well, I'm in the wrong map. Yes. Yeah, I'm in the wrong map. Yo, I was putting my pots up and I died. That's embarrassing. There was an anti-bot monster. It's killed me. That's unfortunate. Now I gotta spend 1.5k for this charm. Painful. All right. This is it for me today. Going to sleep. So see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.